Hello there, everybody. It's your boy WeezyFMamba. Hope y'all are doing well. Guys, today's video, we are going to go ahead and talk about what the best Warlord build is in Evil Dead the game. Absolutely shredding teams right now, including Ruby comps and Ruby David Scotty comps. It's absolutely wild. We're gonna get right into it, man. I don't like to beat around the bush. If you guys do, well, quick plug, guys, find me on twitch.tv/WeezyFMamba. I go live every morning, 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to roughly 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for about 4 to 5 hours, roughly in that area. So if you guys want to see it live, demon gameplay, I'm #1 Splatter Royale player in the world right now. I got 293 wins, going for wins number 300 at some point this week. We've been playing a lot of demon lately, so let's get right into what I think is the best Warlord build in the game right now. All right, let me go ahead and swap scenes for you real quick, and we'll kind of head over here and show you the build, okay? Let's get right to it. I actually deleted the build, and I'm going to tell you guys the best builds from P0 to P5, even though my Warlord is only a P1. As you can see, it is currently, this is actually what I've done with the challenges. I haven't skipped anything on this specific prestige, so they go pretty quick, if you would believe it or not. So let's get right to it, man. As far as the skill tree goes, guys, it is an absolute must, because how broken survivors are right now, that you have a decent build for your demon. So let's get right to it. The skill tree. If you are leveling up from 0 to 45, you essentially can put these at any order, but let's say you've already maxed out your P0 Henrietta or Warlord at 45 skill points. This is how you want to make the build. So, Warlord specializes in fear looping. It is an absolute dream and fun to play. There's a lot of demons, or I would say like Necromancer and Plague Bringer, to me personally, are super boring. Not a lot of engagement. At least with Warlord, you can fucking troll people and throw them repeatedly in traps. It's super awesome, super insane. So let's get right to it. Hemophobia is an absolute must, a 3 out of 3. Okay? The reason why is because, once again, the fear level, the fear looping is Henrietta's specialty, Warlord's specialty. So anything that increases survivors' fear, you're going to want to definitely do. Speeding Train is a 1 out of 3. The smash radius is fucking worthless because you're never going to really hit the smash anyway, besides when they're right up on you, meleeing you. Anybody can easily see that you're going to jump and dodge. Most warriors have already used their dodges at this point, so it's really just for warriors, as well as does damage to the book. It actually does damage to the book phase, so anytime that you are using the heavy, then you have a cooldown. Just make sure after you do heavy, you hit Y and then X. If you don't have enough time, if your health bar, your balance bar is dead, just hit X, because the slam will do more damage and it's a little bit faster. Definitely these 2 perks, too grossed out to run. Survivors hit by Deadeye's Puke are temporarily unable to sprint, and then hit by Deadeye's Puke are temporarily unable to dodge. These are absolute musts. It's not only the puke that you throw out with a possessed unit, but if an AI unit that is not possessed pukes on a survivor, these 2 will also apply. Okay? And it's 4 seconds. Believe it or not, it doesn't seem like a lot, but the fuck it is, I'll tell you. Okay? And then obviously at this point, we can finally unlock part 2, but we're going to go down 1 more because we definitely need points on this row to get to part 3, and we'll kind of show you how it works. So, Test of Time is a must. Only 1 point though. I'll kind of point this out. It adds 18 seconds 18 seconds to the duration of each blue objective, the pages as well as the dagger. But if you do 2 points into it at 20%, it actually only adds it only adds 6 more seconds to the to the objective. So 2 points is absolutely worthless. 1 point is really nice. And you're actually going to see that trend here quite often when I make this video, and then I'm going to make the puppeteer build as well in the following video. Okay? So this is where it kind of gets tricky, because as long as you see, I can't immediately go over to Portal Authority. I don't anyway, by the way. But as you can see, it requires 4 more points on the skill tree, okay? For us to even continue to row 3, all right? Or column 3, I should say. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is go ahead and head over here. 1, in high blood pressure, range of blood splatter, again, doesn't matter. Duration of obscured vision by blood splatter, does not matter. We actually tested this in private match, and it only lasts an extra 4 seconds if you add all 3 points in. And obscured vision is what? It's terrible. Okay? Projectile vomit and range of the vomit and damage of the vomit is 1 out of 3. Okay? We now can further move. We want to go on the bottom row because energy is a massive issue with Warlord, and we need as much energy perks as we can get. So this is where it kind of gets crazy with the build. It's not your typical just go heavy damage and call it good build. You need to sustain energy with Warlord, and this is kind of where it happens. Okay, as far as this goes, we only do 1 here and 1 here in Infernal Revenue. Okay, and then we're gonna have to go back up because we can't unlock column 4 until we put 4 more points, which in this scenario is simply the bottom 4, the top 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. Portal Authority is worthless, guys. It only saves you about 6 or 18, roughly 18 energy. One of them, if you max it out, is 28 energy, and that's 1 orb. 1 fucking orb, right? So don't be fooled by these perks. They're trap perks is what we call them. They sound great on paper, but they suck ass. Okay, so now we've unlocked column 4, we can continue on, and this is where we start the bulk of our points. Okay, Infernal Revenue we do 1. We skip Portal Authority, and then the rest we max out. 3 in health for basics, 3 in balance bar for basics, 3 in balance bar for elites, 3 in health for elites. Okay, now we're gonna go right here. We've already locked the column 5 because we used a shit ton of points here. Okay, now this is where it gets fun. We go 3 out of 3 on boss damage. Okay, and then we skip the leak. Don't be influenced by the damage of the gas. It doesn't tick a lot extra. Same with the duration of the gas. Here it only adds 6 seconds. Once again, not crazy. And then that's that. So now that we're doing this, we are going to unlock Gates of Hell in 2 points. But great capacity for evil is a must. Okay, this specific perk is what makes this build insane. It doesn't sound great. Again, increasing the maximum amount of infernal energy you can accumulate, 12%, 25%. But you gotta understand, when you're dropping portals and swarming, Warlord builds are meant for the book phase and swarming on objectives with Henrietta. Want all the energy you can and the massive amount of portals. So we go 2 out of 2 here, and then this is where everybody's going to book phase anyway at this point, right? It's an absolute nightmare. So if you are a P0, once again, 45 points, I have to leave 1 extra point away. But Gates of Hell is a must. Max out both Gates of Hell for elites and basics. That way you have the longest or the quickest cooldown for your portals on book phase and inside the objectives. Okay, now I have 4 points to work with. However, I am strictly a a Prestige 1 at the moment. So what I do when I'm at Prestige 0, okay, I have 45 points to work with. This is what I will put. So if you're a P0, make sure you just evenly spread these out. 10% for Henrietta damage, 15% for basic damage, and 15% for elite damage. This is your god tier P0 build. When you hit Prestige 1, this is where I take some stuff out. I am literally maxing out Henrietta damage. Sorry. Like this. Okay? So, this is the point that I have at P1. I don't know why. I think her damage swipe from 10% to 20% is an absolute crazy jump. A lot of people will say different and keep the elite, but I will get that the next Prestige. So think of it now. I'm a Prestige 1. I have 4 points left remaining. Prestige 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So what I'm going to do with those 4 points is I'm going to do this. We're going to max out basic damage because we can get more basics than anything. Okay? The elites, I will throw 1 point in. Okay? So you're looking at 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th and final point for when I hit Prestige 5, the least of the least viable perk, I guess you would say. The 5th point really isn't going to do much, but increase the range of the puke. I've tested everything. Pain Parasite, Demonic Revival, Possession Extension, Easy Access. We have tested all of these. The portals, once again, only saving 1 orb. Only getting 10% cooldown. Again, it doesn't matter because you're only going to get 2 swarms on the book regardless. This perk is a trap perk. So we will put the 5th and final point into Projectile Vomit just to get an increased range. If you have an increased range with your puke, that means the AI will understand that, and they might puke more often because they are within further range. So that's good. Okay? That is the current God tier Warlord build for everybody right now. P0, once again, let me just show you the picture. You're going to spread these out for P0. When you hit P1, remove the elite damage and put both into Henrietta. And then when you reach Prestige 2, make sure you put 1 point back into elites. Prestige 3, Prestige 4 will be basic damage 2 and 3, and Prestige 5 will be the projectile vomit. Now, of course, I'm making this video now before there's any more demon nerfs or anything, but this is an absolute unit. I've been destroying people with this build. Make sure you check out my previous videos on YouTube and catch me live on Twitch every morning between 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you can see this build in action. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time here on the WeezyFMamba channel. Thank you so much. Take care.